Reports coming in that a Florida teen has been arrested for refusing to wear a mask at school, but reportedly has an anxiety disorder. Let's get into the full details of this, guys. Before I jump into all of that, though, really quick, if you enjoy my daily content here on YouTube, I encourage you could help support and donate to the channel here for as little as $5 a month. Patreon.com/conservative truth. That link in the description. It also gets you access to over 20 exclusive podcasts where I talk more about sensitive information. You get the alerts for anything that goes out on Patreon, unlike YouTube, where you will not be notified for all the videos that I put out, even if you have that bell selected. So when you get done watching me here, browse back and check what you've missed. Please like this video, share it, hit the bell, subscribe, and I wear the glasses because I'm blind. Now, Winter Springs, Florida. Let's talk about this high school student. Now, this was last month, reportedly around September 17th or so. The student's name has been protected, also has the student's mother. He's apparently on some sort of a probation, although they did not say exactly what that was. But part of the terms and the conditions of his probation was that he was to obey all school orders going forward. Now, included in those orders was wearing a face mask. Of course, you have to wear face masks now with most schools across the country, no matter if you're in a red state or a blue state. That doesn't really seem to matter. But problems with the student kind of started back at the beginning of September. He was apparently caught vaping in the cafeteria. He was given a warning for that. It was said that he was also caught a few times before not wearing his mask, and he was warned to put one on. But finally, everything came to a head around the 17th of September when he again was not wearing a mask, and he was arrested and taken to a juvenile detention. Now, to back things up a little bit here, he reportedly had the mask on that day, but he started suffering a panic attack. He went to the office, said that he had asked for a glass of water because he was freaking out because he had the mask on his face and he couldn't deal with it. But apparently, the school didn't want to really help him out with that. They didn't care. They just said, you know what, you're in violation of the rules. And he was arrested then and taken, like I said, to a juvenile detention. Now, the boy's mother is absolutely furious about this and said that her son has suffered from an anxiety disorder for quite some time now. They didn't exactly say specifically what that disorder was, but that, you know, for a lot of people that suffer from that, you know what, they have issues with things on their face. They can't really deal with it for long periods of time. So wearing masks are very hard for them. It's very difficult for them to be able to have that on there for any lengthy period of time. And you got to know they have to have this on like all day when they're at school, probably with the exception of when they're actually eating lunch. So it's tough for them to do that. And for anybody to do that, whether you have any sort of an anxiety disorder or not, it would be very hard for anybody to have to handle that. So what the police are saying now is that he wasn't necessarily arrested because he wasn't wearing the mask. He was arrested because he was in violation of his probation orders, which was to obey all the orders at the school, which included wearing a face mask. So really, he was arrested for not wearing a face mask. They're trying to paint this picture like it has nothing to do with the mask, but we know that it is. And this also isn't the first time that we have heard of a student being arrested at school for not wearing a face mask. I mean, when is this going to come to an end? We continue to hear story after story about this happening, where this is where our attention is going for. These mask violators, we're so worried about them. Let's go take them up, put them in handcuffs, and get them out because they're such an immediate danger to public health. Well, the students' parents, both of them have lawyers now involved in this case, and they are going after the school for this illegal arrest. And they've said that the boy is not returned to the school there in Winter Springs. Instead, they're going to have him do online education. And apparently, they're also moving away from the area on top of that. They said he didn't want to go back to the school because he felt that he would be unfairly targeted again with the whole mask issue. And look, the vaping thing, you know, he shouldn't be doing that, obviously. The mask thing, though, is, I'm sorry, but just people, in my own opinion, should not have to be wrapped up in a mask all day, whether they're in school, whether they're at their place of employment, no matter where it is. This should be a personal choice by somebody whether or not they want to wear one or not. This should not be up to the government to intrude. And let me just say this, where's Ron DeSantis in this, the Florida governor? It would be nice for him to come out and speak out about this and say, you know what, stop arresting people for not wearing masks. He just opened up the entire state. You know, he took the limits, the gathering limits and everything like that away. Well, you know what, maybe it's time that he step in and say, you know what, enough is enough when it comes to these masks, because I didn't get all that excited when he first, made that announcement. Like, great, Florida's open. Well, awesome. But what about the mask issue? Because people are still forced to have to wear these in businesses and schools and everywhere else you could possibly think of. So come on, DeSantis, I like you and all, but step up here and do something about this, because we cannot keep arresting people, students or whoever, for not wearing a mask. It's insane. It's tyranny. We need to put an end to it. What do you guys think, though? You can let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll be back with more. You guys take care. Please be safe out there. God bless each and every single one of you, and I'll talk with you soon.